Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Two Hands in a Radio, where we look at portable shortwave radios under $20 and sometimes over $20 and sometimes a lot over $20. We just look at whatever we want to look at. And today, let me start off by saying that I'm sure there's people out there, millions of people, that say, how hard can this be? The guy opens up a radio he's never seen before. He puts batteries in it. He spins the knob for 20 minutes. And that's the end of it. And that's not the hard part. The hard part is when this stuff comes in the mail and the box just sits. And I want to tear into it like it's Christmas. And I have to wait because I want to share that piece with everybody. Well, here we are. The wait's over. This came in today. Kind of surprised me that it came in so early. I got it from Amazon, and it was $42.45. $42.80, I believe it was. $42.80, $42.45. It all same difference. And it's all in Chinese. And the interesting thing was there is an American version of this that was 55, I think, 55 something. And I thought, for the price difference, we can get through all the Chinese writing and stuff. I don't think this is going to be too difficult to operate. So anyway, it's the Tecsun R9700DX. Long time ago in another world far away, I had a Tecsun R9700. I can't find another one. And if I ever find one, I will buy it again. It was that good until it died. It saw a good life. But I can't find one. And the closest I ever get in my search is the 9700DX. Don't know what the difference is. But I'll be able to tell when we fire it all up and listen to it. The audio quality on the 9700. Spectacular. I would say it rivals the 660 in audio quality. It was just amazing. Anyway, I can't wait to get into this and just see what we got. The box is a lot bigger than I thought. I thought it'd probably be kind of small. But let's pop things open here and see. Wow, look at all this. It's in upside down. That's kind of cool. Okay, we got a radio. We've got an AC adapter. That's kind of rare, isn't it? We do have, it looks like, some kind of English writing. FM, stereo, medium wave, shortwave, dual conversion, world receiver. And it just takes us through, it's just general stuff. It's in English, which is good. And we've got probably inspected by dear friend. Dear friend, I'm very appreciate that you choose our product. Thanks for your trust and encouragement. After a long transport, we still worry about the integrity of the product. If it has any problems, please contact us. We are very pleased to serve you. Thank you and have a great day, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, cool. And I don't know, quality inspected by number or whatever fell out. I don't know. I suppose you could use that as a logbook maybe, or take notes, or I don't know. Nice touch. And down at the bottom, we've got a nice case for it. love it when they start throwing cases at things. That makes me happy. We've got, like this, the 660, we've got a wire antenna. Let me knock things around here. Wire antenna, which is good, handy to have. Earbuds, don't care. The AC adapter. Let's get this out of the way. One nice thing about being inside is I don't have to worry about the wind blowing anything away. Don't have to worry about wind noise. It is, I'm supposed to go down to like 20 degrees tonight or something. I don't know. It's so cold, I thought maybe we need to get used to being inside. So here it is. Now I will say it looks different than the 9700. The 9700 looked very more militarized with big buttons and things, and it's completely different. And we've got a huge amount of glare everywhere. That's always good to have. Let's move over this way. Wonder which light's doing that. Oh, well, who knows? Maybe it's this one up here. Okay, well, we'll just have to get around the glare, hopefully. And more glare and more lights. Oh, that's exciting. Hey, you know we're inside when you have all this glare. So, here it is, the 9700DX. What a neat looking radio. And like I said, it's all analog. Shouldn't be too difficult to get around. Looks like a power button up here. And don't know what we've got up here. Not sure. The really nice, smooth band selector here. And if I can get my thumb out of the way, you'll see the little red dot moves back and forth. Very handy. And of course the gigantic analog dial. Where is, it's a good time for our tape measure. It is about 7 1/4, 4 1/2 inches, probably an inch or so, just a little over an inch thick. About the size of a good hardback book, I think. And while we're just measuring things, let's look at the antenna. Holy cow. It is long. And we'll go up to, I've got a 33-inch antenna. 660 had a 34-inch antenna. This swivels all the way around. And just like the 660, you can't, if you use the tilt stand, you can't get the antenna straight up. One of the negatives I noted about the 660. It's okay if you're outside. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but if you're inside, it gets to be kind of a pain when you click into things. Now let's look at this side. Volume switch. It's just a slider switch. Really nice. We'll keep that down for right now. Tuning wheel, I assume. Yep, very nice. It's very smooth. And that's nice. I still don't know about this button at the top. DX local, maybe. I don't know. On this side over here, looks a lot like the 660. We've got an earphone jack, DC adapter. Well, let's back up. Oh, here it's all marked in English if we look. That's the antenna jack here. DX and local is here. Stereo or mono switch. That's interesting. Headphone jack, DC adapter, and something else right there. I suppose I have no idea. It's not marked or anything, so I don't know. Okay, a little more of a challenge than what we think. It's got the handy kickstand. Feels really sturdy. I like that. Okay, we've toured around the whole thing. It does have, like on the 660, it's got a little kickstand that pulls out right here to keep it from flopping backwards. What I don't think it'll do much good if you have the antenna up. It's really gonna make it top heavy, but that's okay. Let's just put some batteries in and see what happens. Takes 4 AA's. Now we'll just happen to have those right here. And see if I can see which way. They all go one direction. That's the name of a band, One Direction. Well, how many times can I do that? I'm just happy to not be out in the cold weather. That would not be pleasant right now. I would say we could put some rechargeable batteries in it. Make life really happy. I guess that's, I don't know. Oh, it's got feet. If you can see that, it's got feet back here, so when it tilts, it's even on feet. Oh, that's cool. Okay, looks like it's already on. So that's not the power switch. The power switch is, okay. The power switch is this switch down here. If you can see that. There's on. What is this? I don't know. But you know, we do have our handy cheat sheet here in English that will tell us it's an auto on-off switch. No, I'm sorry, it is a light button. The auto on-off switch is up here at the top. And then this button is a light switch. So it must have some kind of a light. Oh, there it is. Don't know if you can get wind of that or not. Oh, that's cool. I guess it's on and then it just stays on and it'll go off in time. Oh, how cool is that? It's definitely lit. The bulbs or whatever must be up in the top here because it kind of gradually dims down to nothing. Huh. Well, that's neat. Let's turn this back on. Well, that's a lot of the glare is out of that top light. So let's leave it off and just see what happens. Okay. Let's just go into this thing and see what happens. I do have a lot of the interference off in the house. Of course, we're going to hear that when that smacks into things, which is not good. I've got the router and computers and everything turned off. A lot of the stuff that'll cause interference is turned off. And probably not going to get as good as reception if we're outside in the middle of nowhere. But I don't want to have to rename the channel Two Gloves and a Radio, so let's just see what happens. If I remember where the on-off button is, we're on already. Duh. Volume. See, this is the thing about, I've never seen these before, so it's always a challenge. Oh yeah, there's that audio.
Time will tell, and as Indiana plays tougher teams,
Ooh, IU basketball. I'll have to come back to that.
I get the impression from Coach Miller and
ooh, IU basketball. I didn't even know they were playing. The audio on this.
He should not be in debt. But then, as I started to research point of sale lending, I had a recollection of a personal.
We've got what do we have over here?
I got myself one of those wonderful point of sale credit cards. And
that was the DX local switch.
So trashed that I couldn't buy a car for 7 years.
That was stereo and mono, which does nothing. If you had headphones on, I think the stereo mono switch would come in really handy.
very once long as you pay cash.
Oh
I signed up
man,
for a credit card so I
that
could
is
get a free frisbee in college.
fantastic.
Same deal.
Try to
Pretty much
move
recovered
that
from like
antenna
10 years
over
ago.
so I don't bang into that picture anymore.
I clearly got ripped off on the frisbee as well as the interest rate.
I mean, we are so proud
Okay.
in this moment.
So that was FM. Here's AM, probably is this second band over here.
Holiday season, let Hy-Vee do all the cooking so you can spend more time with family. Order your
It's got a nice bass sound to it, not a real tin can sound. This is, oh man, this is a nice radio. Now we're going to go to shortwave 1. And it shows us here where we're at. Goes from 3.7, probably 3.6, all the way up to 2195. Let's get out of it. Now it doesn't have single sideband, so when you hear the amateur radio operators, it's going to sound like Charlie Brown's Teacher, because this radio pulls in the signal, but it can't translate it. We've been through all that before. Let's get out of that range and just move up. It is about 7 o'clock at night. So, given that it's dark out already, we're probably going to hear things below 10 megahertz. Above 10, I kind of doubt it. Man, that sounds so good. There's WWV 5 megahertz, and it's in between 5 and 5.1, so I guess it's kind of close. The tuning dial is so smooth. It's just easy. A lot of your cheaper radios, you'll fight with it like that because it's not smooth. This, you can just glide right into a station. Let's go up to 3 and see what's there. We should start getting into a lot more stuff now.
I think it was about 3 o'clock in the morning.
I've got a light that's
3 or 3:30 in the morning, I get a phone call. And it's one of my officers. I'd retired by that time.
Actual symbolic encounter, I may say.
Listen to that.
Doctorism is quite
Oh my.
regular trace during which
That's just nice. That sounds so good.
I mean, you need to bring it out when it's happening, if you've seen it.
Okay, Alex Jones. Okay, let's just kind of. I think you're all getting the idea on this one.
Let me fast forward because that brings.
This is going to be amateur radio here. 7,000 to 7,300. Okay, now this number 5 ought to be pretty big.
I said, oh my God.
pour sa collaboration et même pas élaboration d'un plan.
Didn't hear WWV on 10. That's not all bad either, given the time of night. But we're still going on band number 6. Just quickly go through this. I don't want to bore people to death.
puro, de lo cual Cuba
Okay. I can't get over that audio. That sounds so nice.
internacional, ahora me quisiera felicidad.
Go to 9 now. Shouldn't be much here at all. And the last one, we'll just hit it and just to say we were there. There we go.
For the Secretary Halls, the crowd has quite spun here, and the color guard has marched down to the...
Ah, there we go. You know where I'm going here in a bit. Okay, well, you know, I'm always changing my tune on these radios. No pun intended. If you were just starting out and you had $50 in your pocket, you know, I know I've said the Tecsun R9012, and I think the R909 for a radio under $20. If you're going for under 50, I know I said at one time the PL310 would be the way to go. 310 ET, dandy little radio, awful easy. It's pretty awesome little radio. For audio quality, I put this, there's one other radio that I want to hear the audio quality of, and that would be the 880. And see what it sounds like compared to this. This is just such a rich sound. I've not had this type of sound, this type of audio in any of the Tecsun radios we've looked at. And I knew going into it, the 9700 had such, it's just a rich, not bassy, but it's just a rich sound, a full sound. And that's why I want to find another one, and it's impossible. But I'll find one someday. And well, I say impossible. I found one, and the speaker grill had been broken out of it and taped back on, and just junk. And so I want to find something. But anyway, I would immediately say, if you want a radio for under $50, now, the American version, like I said, was $55. I didn't really look around. eBay has just got a ton of these, and they're all right around $50 or so. And for you can see here as we sat through this, the Chinese version doesn't bother me, and we're not afraid of that. We'll figure it out. And I'd run out and get you one of these. It's just this is a nice radio. And, you know, we may just in time put it up against the 660 and see what they both sound like. That might be kind of interesting. Probably won't do it for this video because we're probably running long anyway. And I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to sit here and get it long-winded and put people to sleep and everything else. But I was really anxious to get into this radio, get it open, and take a look at it, because I just wanted to play with it for a while, and wanted to listen to it tonight, and I'm going for an IU ball game here shortly. And I'm not going to rate this one. Normally we rate radios 1 to 10. That's for the ones under $20, you know, and when you start getting up $40 and $50 range, you know, that's a whole different category. But this would be highly rated, that's for sure. I would put this next to the 660. Now, the 660's got a lot of bells and whistles, and got a lot of of features this doesn't have. I can hit one button and just scan the entire shortwave band. It's feature rich, but you're also looking at $100 too, or 107, or whatever it was. But if you were to put them head to head with audio quality, sensitivity, things like that, maybe we can take a look and see what we think. So, with that, I hear my phone ringing in the background. I hope you've liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you like what we're doing here, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate all the subscribers and nice comments. There's also a link down in the description where you can support the channel with PayPal. It does cost a little bit of money to do all this stuff. And what I do with those donations is I just take it and buy more things like this, just to give the viewers more content. And there's no obligation to it, only if you feel so inclined. So with that, I'm going to say I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'm going to listen to the IU ball game, and we'll see you at the next review.